Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Faux Pica podcast. Today's episode is dealing with the ISES. Today, we're talking about one of the most uncomfortable but freeing concepts I've learned, dealing with the ISES. Yeah, I know. ISES isn't even technically a word, but we're going to roll with it. All right, because the point is simple. Life doesn't operate by how you want it to be. Life operates based on how it is. And if you don't learn how to deal with how things are, not how you wish they were, but how they are, you're going to drive yourself insane. So today we're going to get into why trying to force life into your version of fair is exhausting, why people struggle so much with how others act and react, why dealing with ISES is not a weakness, it's a power, and how to actually handle the ISES when they show up in your life. So let's roll that intro and let's get into it. All right, life doesn't care how you think it should be. I'm going to say it again. Life doesn't care how you think it should be. And here's the hard truth. Life doesn't care about your version of fair. Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to shitty people. People cut corners and get ahead. People work hard and they still fall short. And the people who get stuck, though, the ones who stay angry and bitter, they're usually the ones who spend their whole lives screaming, but it shouldn't be this way. I've seen it all over the place. I mean, you see it in careers. You have that guy that gets promoted because they're friends with the boss. But you bust your ass, do everything right, but get overlooked. Is it fair? No, but it is. Or maybe you're the disciplinary parent and the other one's the fun parent. And that parent gets all the respect and you're the one setting the kids up for life. Fair? Nope, but it is. I've seen it in relationships. You know, you give love, loyalty, and support, and they lie, cheat, or leave. That shit shouldn't happen, should it, right? But it is. And you see it in health. Someone smokes, drinks, eats garbage, lives to fucking 90 years old. But then you have someone else who runs 5 miles a day, and what happens to them? They get cancer at 40. Fair? Fuck no, but it is. So if you spend your life obsessing over how things should be, you're fighting battles that reality already won. Most people struggle with how others react, and here's where it gets even trickier, and it's not just what happens, but with how people respond. See, you think that people should appreciate your hard work. They might not. You think people should treat you how you treat them. They might not. You think people should see your value. They might not. And this is where so many people get lost. They think that because they wouldn't do something, nobody else should either. Well, I would never say that to someone. Well, I would never stab someone in the back like that. I would never treat a friend that way. Yeah, you probably wouldn't, but they did. And that's the IS. They did it. They chose it. They don't care how you would have handled it, and your outrage won't change them. You cannot control how other people live, feel, or respond. You can only control how you choose to move forward. The most dangerous mindset you can have is assuming everyone else should live by your code, because they won't. And you'll be miserable if you expect them to. And here's the power of dealing with the ISES, okay? This is where the real growth happens. This is where you separate emotion from action. Now, if you don't like something, you should absolutely try to change it. I mean, you owe it to yourself to fight for a better situation. But if you can't change it, whether it's out of your control or just not fixable or whatever, then you need to accept that reality and figure out how to make the best of the shitty situation that you are in. Because wasting years being mad at something you can't control won't make it better. But learning how to function in reality will keep you moving forward. And here's the twist most people miss. Dealing with the ISES, that's not a weakness. It's actually a strength. Because anyone can lash out. Anyone can rage. Anyone can quit. But it takes real strength to stay calm, make decisions, and move forward anyway. And let's be honest, sometimes people will see your ability to handle the ISES, they'll see it as a weakness. And they'll say shit like this to you. You're too forgiving. You let people walk all over you. You don't stand up for yourself. But what they don't understand is this. I'm not weak. I'm strategic. I pick my battles. I choose peace, not because I can't fight, but because I don't need to every time. Because at the end of the day, I want to be happy with who I am. I want to know that my reaction lined up with the kind of person that I'm trying to become. My peace and my progress, even if it's just emotional progress, those matter more than me than my need to clap back. So David, how do we actually deal with the ISES, right? This is the part that everyone really needs, because it's easy to say, just accept life the way it is. It's a lot harder to do when the shit hits the fan. So let's get practical. Here are some concrete ways to deal with the ISES when they show up. There's like 7 of them. All right. Step 1, and you can do them in this order. Pause before you react. Your first instinct is almost always emotional. Anger, sadness, frustration, that's normal. But don't let your first reaction become your permanent response. When someone blindsides you, stop. Breathe. Even if it's just for 10 seconds. That pause gives you the power to choose instead of just react. Step 2. Name the IS. Call it what it is. Say it out loud if you need to. This happened. I don't like it. I can't change it. By naming the reality, you strip it of some of its power. It's not this foggy storm cloud just hovering over you anymore. It's something clear and defined that you can actually work with. Step 3. Separate what you can control from what you can't. This is where most people get stuck. They burn energy trying to control things that they'll never touch. So I want you to make 2 lists in your head. That's how I do it. Or if you need to write stuff down, you can literally write them down. But on one side, have things you can influence. And on the other side, have things you can't influence. Then spend your time on the first list and let go of the second. Hell, if you wrote it down, take it outside and burn the motherfucker. Step 4, adjust your expectations. One of the biggest causes of suffering is unrealistic expectations. You thought people would treat you a certain way. You thought the outcome would be different. When you lower your expectation to align with reality, you stop being blindsided by disappointment. And that doesn't mean you stop hoping. It means you stop being shocked when things don't go according to your script. Step 5, reframe the IS. Instead of asking why me, ask what now. You can't change what happened, but you can always change your interpretation of it. Losing a job can be disastrous, or it can mean an opportunity. A breakup can mean rejection. or it can mean redirection. Reframing doesn't erase the pain, but it keeps the pain from becoming the whole damn story. Now bear with me, I just got a couple more. Step 6, build emotional distance. Sometimes you just need space. Space from the person, space from the situation, or even just space in your own head. So journaling, walking, meditating. I know at times I call them fluffy, but if they work for you, then they aren't, you know? There are ways that you can create enough distance to keep your emotions from running the show. And that's what you want to do. Step 7 is take the next small step forward. That's our progress part of FOPICA, remember? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't wait for the perfect solution. Just ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do next? Sometimes that's making a phone call. Sometimes it's sending an email. Sometimes it's just getting the fuck out of bed. I'll tell you, progress is progress. And the ISES lose power when you keep moving. And here's the key. These steps don't guarantee that you'll feel great right away. But they do guarantee that you'll stay in motion instead of getting stuck. Because it's the stuck when you feel fucked. I did not say that on purpose, but you get it. Sounds great. I always like to play devil's advocate, so we do our little sounds great section. And sounds great, David. What if people keep taking advantage of me? Look, I'm not saying be a pushover. Setting boundaries is important. Saying enough is sometimes necessary. But if you think you're going to go through life only interacting with people who are reasonable, kind, fair, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak. Because the goal isn't to win every confrontation. The goal is to control your own state of mind. So here's some final thoughts for you before I sign off. All right? Life is not built to fit your script. The world doesn't run on your sense of fairness, but you can build a damn good life by learning how to deal with what is. So stop fighting reality, start mastering it. Oh, you know what? And one last thing. Don't forget to hit that follow button. Leave me a review. Share this with a friend. It helps me more than you know. And the more it helps me, the more, hopefully, I can get out here and help you. That's it for this episode of the FOPICA podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're able to get something out of it. And guess that's it. I'll catch you next time. We out.